Hello everyone, Rimea here, and welcome to finally yet another stage creation video. The title of this video is actually a lie in two small ways. First of all, I have actually technically made an NSMBU stage in the last year or so. That was for Super Mario Sunshine Seaside around last summer, which still technically counts. And also, we're not actually making a new Super Mario Bros. U level, we're making a new Super Luigi U level. So if you can forgive me for those little transgressions, then let's move on to the actual stage, which is going to be a kind of athletic, like mushroom level, featuring some spinning mushroom blocks. In fact, a lot of this stuff here has been taken from Cloud 2, including those spinning mushroom blocks. And if you'll see in the editor here, these are not spinning mushroom blocks; these are just like some random rotation control blocks from throughout the game. And these have actually been remodeled to be the spinning mushroom blocks from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Alright, here we are, and here we can see the red mushroom block, which looks about like how you'd expect it to. And then there's the pink mushroom block, which actually wasn't in Cloud 2 originally. I actually just imported this model here specifically for this level we're making. And there's also the giant green mushroom block, which I feel like is maybe a bit too big for what I want to use in this level. I might not end up using it, but I'm definitely going to use the pink one, because I imported it specifically for this level, and also the red one. This level also currently features this like slightly edited Cloud 2 tile set, and since this is supposed to be kind of like a theoretical 1-4 for a mod, I felt like that tile set would be appropriate for this kind of level, so that's what I made. And yeah, this level is going to feature the spinning mushroom blocks, of course, but it's also going to feature piranha plants. But if you'll notice, it's very easy for Luigi to just jump over piranha plants like this. Like, he jumps super high to the point where they're not really a threat. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to be combining these piranha plants with moving platforms. So, like, you know, the ones that go on tracks. And then we'll also probably have later on in the level a Lakitu section who will be throwing piranha plants, and then maybe we'll have it be like, take place on all of these big spinning mushrooms, and then the piranha plants will kind of get pushed off, kind of like how you have with the rolling hills in the original piranha plant throwing level in NSMBU. So yeah, if that makes sense, I'm about to die from the timer running out, and once I do, I guess we'll go back to the editor and yeah, start working on this. There we go. Okay, so I think the first thing I want to do is actually set up like a little moving platform section here. And yeah, I'll just be taking you guys through this process, and I'll probably be doing some time-lapse segments and stuff. But let's see. Obviously Luigi U kind of does this thing usually where it kind of like throws the main mechanic in your face right away. You don't usually have this kind of like quiet little starting platform like you might have in a Mario U level. So I'm not sure if I want to keep it like this. I might actually want to have the player start on a mushroom and then... how do I want to do this? Because I want that to be like, yeah, I want the piranha plant pushing mechanic, because the mushroom, the platform's gonna go under the mushroom and then like push the piranha plant upwards basically as it flies up. So I'm thinking maybe we'll have like the platform like go up like this and then go up like this, you know, and I do want it to be, pretty easy for the player to still grasp that mechanic. I guess we'll check this out in NSMBU. Alright, this is definitely a bit slow. Oh, I also forgot to give the piranha plant gravity. That's nice. Yeah, in a lot of cases for sprites in NSMBU, you actually have to enable gravity for the sprites, otherwise they'll just float like this piranha plant here, who's just, blatantly ignoring the platform. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Well, that jump arc is definitely too low now, though. So this should all be a lot better now. Yeah, there we go. It's actually the first time I'm testing this, so it might all be broken, I don't know. Then I added the mushroom is small here. Oh, I see there that the platform, this one to the right here, kind of goes into the mushroom platform here, which definitely looks a bit weird. I might want to slow this platform down a bit, maybe. Or, I don't really know what else I could do about that. But then here is a star coin, the first star coin. So if I throw this shell like that, then that should make it to where the star coin... Oh, right. I meant to where the player has to be... Oh, This is also that's funny. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe for a first start when we could make it to where the player has to like kill the giant ground plant there with a Koopa shell, which would be indicated by the coins that are there. Though I don't know if I really like this coins; they look a little bit jank. But then also I kind of screwed up the setup a little bit. It seems like. But yeah, this is what we got so far. So first we have the player kind of ride the platform for a second to jump over the piranha plant. And then right after that, we have the player ride the platform to like avoid the piranha plant up here. And then now after this, I think we're going to introduce the spinning mushroom blocks because we haven't done that yet. Maybe we'll then like kind of have a star coin with them as well, kind of do some more interesting setups, and then we'll have that Lakitu section I talked about before. So yeah, let's get back to working on the level. Okay, so I think I've cleaned up this section a little bit. Now this is just like a line stopper here to make the platform still be able to go fast, but also, it doesn't clip into the mushroom anymore. These coins here, like just a little arrow, I think is a lot more elegant than having the coins go into the piranha plant. And now if I kill it, the star actually appears. It does still take a second, and I'm not entirely sure why. I think it might be the shell like thing disappearing from the screen or something. I don't know. Like for some reason it takes a second for the game to register that the piranha plant has disappeared, basically. Then yeah, with this crazy section that I haven't tested yet, but this sure is an interesting setup. The platform doesn't push them as high as I'd like, really, and then the mushroom block. I don't know if I'm a fan of what I've done here, honestly. This is a bit of a mess. And also, I think I might want to, I don't know, do I want to have like the screen zoom out or something to have this work, or maybe have the screen just scroll up? But then, yeah, I don't know if this setup here really works. And also, it might be a bit late to introduce the mushroom blocks at this point. I feel like you've already had like 2 screens of the level, and then you only have the mushroom blocks like all the way over here. I don't know. I think I might have to rework what I've done here a little bit. Alright, so I think I've got something better now. So we've still got the same setup over here. But now we have a bit more going on here. I think that should work pretty nicely. So the main thing is that we have another star coin section, or at least another potential star coin here, with this red pipe here and also this green exit pipe over here. They're actually, I mean, looking at this, could this red pipe be an exit pipe? I suppose it's not that hard getting out of here, but like in multiplayer especially, I suppose it's a bit annoying. Not that I'm really trying to keep multiplayer in mind too much, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. But I think I'll just keep the green pipe here, also as kind of a hint to be looking, for the red pipe. But yeah, I think, oh, actually that jump arc is a little low. But apart from that, I like this setup here where you can just jump over a single piranha plant. That's not super difficult really with the Luigi physics. And then the real challenge is jumping onto this platform here. Now there's supposed to be a pink spinning mushroom block here, though I suppose I set it up incorrectly because it's just not here. So actually let's restart this and check that out for real. Okay, so I figured out why it wasn't spawning. I actually took a surprising amount of effort to figure this out because it's very weird. So I was using this, or actually this, Luigi U block, because I mean, I'm making a Luigi U level right now, which is, just like a rotating block. I just model replaced it with the spinning pink mushroom. But for some reason, even though if I, when I was testing earlier and if I placed it over here, it would spawn, it wouldn't spawn when it was over here, even if like other stuff connected to the rotation controller did spawn. That was very confusing, and I ended up figuring out after about half an hour that this block only really works in vertical levels, which there are some other things like that in Luigi U or Mario U, which only really spawn properly if they're used in vertical sections as opposed to horizontal sections, or vice versa. For example, the Sumo Bros in NSMBU only spawn properly in vertical sections, whereas the ones from Luigi U also work in horizontal sections. It's really weird, but luckily there happens to be this duplicate of the object in Luigi U, which does work in horizontal sections. So now if I save this and we check it out in-game, it should work. And there it is, a lovely little pink platform. Also, I set up the platform here incorrectly apparently, so I'm dead again, but I know how to fix that. Okay, so I think the first section of the level is just about done now, actually. Well, you've probably already seen this beginning section multiple times now, and yeah, I'm quite happy with it so far. We can kill this guy to get the first star coin. There it is. And then over here we have this star coin setup. I also added a cloud area down below now to where it's actually pretty difficult to see the pipe down there. It might actually be too difficult even, I don't know. Because I mean, I don't know. This is going to be pretty complicated starting for a Luigi U level. I just died. That's cool. Because not only did I just demonstrate that it's pretty tricky to actually get into that pipe, but also, of course, even just having a bonus room in a level like this with 100 seconds is already a little bit like extra effort compared to an average star coin in a Luigi U level. So I feel like maybe maybe having those clouds also cover up the pipe might be like a step too far. Then with this big pink spinning mushroom to kind of introduce that mechanic, because that's going to come back in the last section of the level. And it also spins pretty quickly. And over here, well, I accidentally just killed one of them, but we have jumping piranha plants with these like platforms below them. Very small platforms, because I didn't want the platforms to be smaller than the mushroom platforms. I don't know how I feel about those like tracks like kind of being covered up by the mushroom, and the same for the platform as well. I might want to go into the model file of the mushroom and move it backwards so that it like maybe doesn't obscure the platform like that, because that looks a little bit weird, I feel like. I don't know. I also kind of keep the spinning mushroom thing here with the you know, spinning mushroom in the middle, and I quite like this section here. I still have to add like some coins and stuff to this area, and in general I think I might influence some more moving coins into the level, because we have none of those so far. And then also I guess down here, which I don't think I demonstrated, or I guess I could just kind of got it while talking about it, that there's this hidden one up over here, which is just something I like to include in my levels, especially if we consider this as a Luigi U mod. It would probably be very difficult, so you'd want to give the player a lot of one-ups. So yeah, that's the section of the level so far, and now we want to have a second section with a Lakitu section. I just said section like 5 times, oh well. Okay, so we're back. I say we're back because it's actually the next day for me from when I was last recording. And yeah, lots changed in the level, but a lot of also stayed the same. So did add another section that we'll check out in a little bit. But also I added some like moving coins, like I was talking about before, I believe. And I don't know, this here looks a little bit weird, maybe. But overall, like I kind of made the coins just kind of like dance around like that, and I think that looks pretty good right there. For example, though I feel like maybe it should be a little bit higher, because right now I feel like it kind of encourages you to jump right into the power plant, like I did right there. And also probably the same here as well. I think just in general, I'm just still placing my coins too low. But yeah, now we have this this pipe over here, and that leads to the next section. Where we have this pink mushroom block spawning off screen. The reason it spawns off screen is because you always like see it kind of like pop in the screen because it doesn't load properly because NSMBU is a terrible game. Yeah, that's just a compromise I have to make. But yeah, here's the idea for this section. The idea is for me to get killed by Lakitu. No, the idea is that Lakitu throws piranha plants onto the pink mushroom platform, which I think kind of works. I mean, sometimes they don't really land that well, but like that one there is pretty good. But I think the problem is just that, like, right now it's kind of boring. Like, it just kind of, there's not too much going on right now, and I feel like I can't just have a section like this where it's just the piranha plants being thrown. I feel like, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a red coin section here at the end, because this is like towards the end of the level, by the way. All we really have to do at this point is, yeah, like I said, maybe a red coin section, and then also figure out what to do for the third star coin. And I think I have some ideas for that, but I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, as you can see, even with the pink platform not really moving, oh, it also just glitched through the floor there. That's cool. But yeah, even with the pink platform not really moving that much, Lakitu still misses it pretty much, like at least half the time, it seems like. Though the fact that like he throws 2 piranha plants each time, I suppose, does mean that you do end up having at least 1 piranha plant on here every time he throws anything. I guess, I don't know. We'll see if this idea ends up working out. For now, it does seem okay, I suppose, and it is a pretty unique thing. So yeah, I think I'll just keep going with this for now, and we'll see if I can make it work. Okay, I think I've messed around with this section enough to show it to you guys again. So we've now got that red coin ring I was talking about. If I hit it, we'll see that hopefully, yeah, that worked. Yeah, so I suppose the question is, do I want to make this section shorter, or do I want to speed up the mushroom block? I think I want to speed up the mushroom block, because I do feel like it would be a little bit weird for this section to be like super duper short. Also, I think I've seen over here the Lakitu goes away, so that's good. Yeah, so yeah, we can kill the prop out here, get into this pipe potentially. I mean, I haven't actually made it enterable yet, but yeah, that's the idea. And then, oh, getting over that is a little bit tough. Yeah, I definitely want to like extend this platform to make this a little bit less like hard. And then, yeah, making this jump, I guess it's just because of the platform link. Oh, it is possible actually, okay. So I suppose I can probably just keep the same distance between the edge of the platform and the goal pole, and then just make the platform a little bit wider. Another thing I want to do is actually like incorporate another mushroom somehow, because I feel like it's a little bit weird how that second section there has no mushrooms in it whatsoever. So I have to think of a way to do that. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, that's like the main like idea of the level done there. So I guess now it's just time for some refinement of what we've made, and then also adding the bonus rooms, and we'll already be done. So this has actually gone pretty smoothly so far. Oh my god, that section is still like... Sometimes it can be really easy, I feel like, and sometimes it's really difficult. I think it might be just that the platform, the mushroom platform, is too close to the prawn plants being thrown, like the Lakitu and stuff, so I feel like maybe I should just not have that little part where it goes up a little bit. Like, I do feel like that, like, just having that little slope there does add something a little bit more interesting to the section, even just visually, but then I suppose if it makes it worse and, like, just more frustrating to play, it's not worth having there. Okay, so I think this section is now mostly done. I haven't tested this latest version yet, so there might still be problems, I don't know. But yeah, in general, like here now there is no longer that little slope in the track, and the red coins have been moved up a little bit, the platform goes a little bit quicker, and even saying that, I still couldn't make it, but I actually could have made that, I just failed, I suppose. And I feel like the prawn plants are a decent enough threat in that section to where it's actually kind of interesting. There's now this like green Koopa here, which you can use to kill this prawn plant in case you didn't get the fire flower from there. Though it is a green Koopa, so like you have to think on your feet and actually get it before it falls off the cliff. I think that's still pretty good. And then of course that means that now we have to like get this third star coin or this potential third star coin by killing a prawn plant on a platform, which is kind of like how the first star coin is, but now it's also like with a bonus room. You have to like enter the pipe on the platform. It's a little bit more involved. And I kind of like that evolution of how the star coins work, where the first one is just very simple, but then the third one kind of involves the first star coins mechanic, but like in a more complex way. And then let's test out if this goal pole setup kind of works now. So yeah, the prawn plant is no longer as much of a threat. Let's see how this jump feels. Ooh, those coins don't quite line up, and I still feel like I might want to move the goal pole over even one more tile, because I definitely hit like an invisible wall there, and I feel like that's a little bit unsatisfying. So maybe I'll want to make it like even a little bit harder to get the top. Now, you know, I think I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Actually, I don't know why that coin is like that, but yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it like this, and we'll just like have to cope with the fact that it's not the most perfect like goal pole jump ever. I suppose it's fine, whatever. So now I suppose it's time to focus on the bonus rooms, of which there are going to be 2, and of course the thing with Luigi U bonus rooms is that they have to be super duper short, or else, you know, the player is at risk of just dying because of the timer, and that's kind of lame. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think of how to make 2 very like simple bonus rooms that are still like kind of have like an interesting setup in them as well. Also, I just realized I should definitely be like a semi-solid right here, shouldn't there? Like right there. Or maybe the other way around. Whatever. This works. Okay, so I've set up something related to the first bonus room, and we're gonna see if the setup kind of works, I suppose. So let's have a look. Yeah, so obviously the tiling is very much not done, but that's very satisfying to look at actually. Wow. So the idea is going to be that you're gonna have like granite power plants up here basically, and you're gonna get pushed into them. I do feel like I might want to extend the lines, like the tracks down below, 1 tile further, because I feel like these platforms aren't getting launched as high as they would be if I made the track a little bit longer, because I'd like it to go up a little bit higher. But yeah, basically you're gonna have granite power plants, like upside down ones up in the ceiling here, and these platforms are gonna push them in, like these platforms are gonna push you into the granite power plants, so they're gonna be a threat in a different way. And yeah, this just looks really nice. So even if this didn't work at all, I'd still probably have a setup like this, just because this looks very satisfying, I would say. I do wish like there was like maybe a little bit more of a divide between the timing of the platforms. I don't know if I could like set it up in a different way to where that would really work though, because if you looked at how I set it up in the editor, so the only other option I can think of is like putting them like this, you know, kind of, and then hoping that kind of makes a little bit of a wave formation, but I feel like that wouldn't be as reliable as just having it like this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep it like this, and then maybe like extend the tracks to see if that maybe makes it a little bit like more extreme, like a higher wave, I suppose. Yeah, it does look like the I do think they do they go a little bit higher now, or am I just, I don't know. Also, wait, the platforms are getting desynced now. Wait, what? That didn't happen last time, did it? Why would they get desynced this time but not last? Why? That's so confusing. Yeah, I guess I'll just want to have it set up the way we did before, because now it's just this isn't satisfying anymore, I would say. That's a shame. Okay. Well, whatever. Back to the earlier setup, and then we actually like try and finish the room then. Okay, so let's see if this works now. So we have the power plants up there. I did put that giant one over there, and I do feel like that one's probably going to hit you. Like I want it to be a guaranteed, like, to where it doesn't hit the player if they just run under it, but I feel like that is going to hit you no matter what. Yeah, like that. But I do probably want there to be a giant one there just to kind of have that feeling of like escalation as you like run through, that there's like more stuff happening. So maybe I'll just put it up a little bit higher. I'm also not quite sure if I'm sold on the way I tiled this room, with like having like the main section is kind of slightly lower down, and like the up there is just a bigger wall of nothing. I think I might just want to move everything upwards like 2 tiles to kind of have the main focus of the room be a little bit more in the center of the screen instead of towards the bottom. But yeah, in general, I mean, this all works pretty well. I think it is relatively challenging, but actually like not all that challenging, well, except for the giant power plant, of course. But I'm going to fix that. But yeah, just in general, I think that setup works. So I guess all I have to do is now finish it and then add a star card, and I'll probably already get started on the next bonus room before I talk to you guys again. Okay, and with that, I think, I mean, for now, maybe both bonus rooms are done. I mean, I haven't even tested the other bonus room yet, but this one should be good now. Let's see if I actually don't take damage by just running under this power plant. I think I'm good to just, like, chill here, right? Wait, let's actually get, like... Yeah, I don't think this guy can hit me. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So because it still looks. I mean, that was just because of the platform. It still looks threatening, but like, it doesn't actually have a chance of hitting you, and I think that's perfect. That's exactly what I want it to be like. And yeah, I mean, in general, the tiling in this section is still a little bit weird with like the slopes and stuff, but I do think it's necessary to have the power plants not just be all completely like flat and stuff. So I suppose what's here is it's fine for now. Whatever. Also, is it just me or is the first platform still slightly desynced from the other ones? I think that might be because of the way I set it up. I think if I move all of them up like half a tile, that might actually be like, that might be fixed. I don't know. Anyways, I only have 34 seconds left, so I think I might die from the timer before I get to check out the other bonus room. So actually, yeah, let me just reset the level. Oh, damn it. Well, still good to see that that red coin section works. So let's, oh, Koopa, please. There we go. Let's test out this one. Yeah, this is a pretty typical thing I do in a lot of my stages in Cloud 2 as well, which is just have like the main platform, but now it's a P-switch section. So of course I can't actually get the star coin because oh wow, those are, oh, there's like a slight desync. What? Oh, I think the blue coin sprite might be weird, or I don't know why the blue coin slightly. That's so strange. Yeah, wow. Well, you learn something new every day. I feel like blue coins get rotated from half a tile lower, so I guess I have to do a second rotation controller specifically for the blue coins for it to line up, I suppose. I'll try that. Yeah, there we go. I just placed the second rotation controller half a tile higher for the blue coins specifically, and now they actually line up. That is, I've never seen anything like that in this game, and I don't know how I've never discovered that before this as well. I suppose, I don't know, I guess I've never really used blue coins like that. I feel like I have. Maybe it's just something with rotation and not with swaying, because I can think of at least one section where I've used them with swaying controllers before and I didn't encounter any problems like this. I don't know, that's super weird, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. I'll be able to fix that. So let's actually finish that bonus room now. Okay, here's to hoping the blue coins line up now, and yeah, it looks like they do. Oh, I guess the star coin is still misaligned, but I don't think that's too big of a problem. Oh wait, the star coin, I guess the star coin has the same problem? That's weird. But yeah, I think that bonus room probably works now. I just have to fix the star coin, and yeah, that should be it, hopefully. So yeah, guys, I think the level is for real done now, at least as far as I'm gonna do it on camera for today. So I'll probably have a full like stage showcase video out for this level tomorrow. But for now, I thought I might as well do a little like commentated playthrough of the way the level is right now. There's still like some minor things I'll probably think of in an hour that I'll want to change. But apart from that, for the most part, the level is done, I think. So yeah, we introduced the main mechanics, the moving platforms, and the power plant. And before we even introduce like another mechanic, the rotating mushroom block thing, we already have ourselves a first star coin with the Koopa shell like that. And it's very simple. I wouldn't do that in a Mario U level, but it's simple enough, but like still kind of complex to where I think it's fine for a Luigi U level. Then the second star coin over here already is a little bit more complex with a bonus room. We can go to the red pipe there. That semi-solid there definitely makes that a lot easier, but I still think it's challenging enough, especially with the clouds covering it up. So yeah, this bonus room is pretty fun, I suppose. It's not that difficult really, but it does look kind of nice and like it's just entertaining to look at, to be honest. And I do like how the big prime plant is there at the end to kind of make it look a little bit more threatening, even if it really isn't like physically more threatening. That block there pops in. I can't be able to try and like work my level around that to not happen because that's just lame, but whatever. Then here, just a little bit more evolution mechanics. Now we have the power plants being pushed up by their own little platforms. And then, of course, like the final big evolution of the mechanic is having the mushroom blocks going on the tracks instead of the platforms. So, you know, epic level design stuff. I hope I can actually get all these red coins. There we go. So yeah, that red coin section would give you a fire flower if you didn't have one already, so you can kill this brown plant to get into the third star coin room, or you could also still use another Koopa, because I guess I'm just that nice. And let's get into the pipe. We have 25 seconds left. I suppose that's fine. And yeah, this last bonus room is very simple. It's just, you know, big old P-switch section. Can I actually get in there? There we go. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. All right, there we go. Then we can just get back through the yellow pipe. And then get the top of the flagpole, hopefully. You can also, I guess, kill this guy with this Koopa again. And then... yeah, there we go. top of the flagpole. Alright, yeah, so I'm happy with that level. If you want to see a full, like, no commentary stage showcase, make sure to check out my channel tomorrow. But for now, thanks for watching, guys, and bye-bye.